Hello, talking with you today a bit about boundaries and both setting boundaries as an employer and then also recognizing the stating of a boundary by one of the people that works for you. Um, so, boundaries are something that we have had more practice collectively talking about over the past 2 years than probably ever in human history because of how connected the globe is and the pandemic and all of these things. So, um, we've been talking about what we are and are not comfortable doing with our bodies related to our health and this, virus. And so we've had a lot of practice talking about what we are and are not comfortable doing, which is good for, I think this is really good for us as people. And I think it is also creating a little bit of tension because that is not how we have traditionally approached conversations in the workplace, right? Like mostly it's just the employer tells the employee how it's going to be and like that's how it is. And if you don't like it, then too bad. But I know the people that I work with and are wanting to have a good understanding of how dynamics are changing so that they can create a workspace that really keeps the people that keeps their people with them. Because what are we doing if we're not creating a culture and an environment that empowers and supports our people? Like that is, to me, the whole purpose of having a business is to bring together people to work on aligned goals and to support them so that they can live their best lives. So boundaries are, as an employer, really useful, right? Like another way that we can talk about boundaries in the world of HR is just creating expectations, like explaining as an employer, this is what I'm going to do for you. And if you want to work with me, at the very beginning of the relationship, like these are the agreements. And if you're not good with these agreements, that's fine. You don't have to work with me. Like you can work for someone else with other agreements. But if you want to work with me, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is the way that employment works in this organization. And are you on board or not? Give people the option. Tell them what it's all about, so that you don't bring someone into the organization and they're like, oh, wait, no, this is not what I was looking for. Like, and now I need to go find another job. So that's kind of on your employer side. When you're thinking about boundaries, you're thinking about setting clear expectations, just like how does it work? And how can people expect to know what will happen? And if you're getting complaints from people like, I don't understand why blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't understand why this person got to take a bunch of time off paid and like now I'm not able to take time off paid. There's probably some work to be done on your paid time off policy. That's like one example, right? On the employee side, people are speaking up more about what they are and are not comfortable doing. What's kind of at the forefront right now is whether I am or am not comfortable coming back into the workplace. Other, things have to do with like the amount of stress and work that I am willing to take on, willing or able to take on. And so having conversations with your people around like, okay, what is working for you right now and what is not working for you right now with, kind of collectively across the whole team, and find out like, be willing, listen, be willing to hear what is happening for your people and to know that you may not have the solution right away, right? Like you may not know what to do about your whole staff that used to be in the office and now everyone really, it's in alignment for them to work remotely. Or your whole staff were, you know, working parents and they were all working, you know, full-time exempt employees working like 40 to 60 hours or more a week, and you know, now they've gone through this process of, you know, needing to cut back on their time and spending more time with their kids, and they're like really prioritizing more like being able to spend time with their kids. And so then how do you make shifts to accommodate those needs of your workforce that is still in alignment with your ability to deliver on your vision for the world, right? There are things that we can be flexible on, that we can change, that we can create systems around, and then there are things that we can't. And not every workplace is going to be able to flex in the same way, or is going to need to flex in the same way. So opening up this space around boundaries and a discussion of boundaries and expectations in a way that is really a conversation instead of like a top-down, this is the way it is space, is what I have seen be most successful for my clients who have wanted to keep their staff and retain their people and move into this new kind of world of work that is manifesting itself, whether you know, people want it to or not. I think that there's really a lot of wonderful opportunity here, and I think also that it's a big challenge, but it is a challenge that we can get through. And if you're looking for support in this, reach out. I mean, I am here to talk with you. And if there is a way that I can support you, I will. If I can just direct you to resources, I will do that. If I'm not the right person, I will help you find the right person who can get you to where you want to go.